This video is brought to you by AE Juice. Hello guys, you're welcome again to another After Effects tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how you can create this amazing cinematic title in Adobe After Effects without the use of any plugin. I'll make sure I show you how to keep everything within After Effects, and you can come back next time. If you have the project file, make changes and use it for your own personal purpose. You can find the link to download the project file in the description. So support me on this one, like the video, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, then come back. Let's get started. Now in After Effects, create a new composition. Feel free to give it your own name, then leave the resolution to 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second, and I'm going to use 15 seconds for the duration right here, and then hit OK. Right click on your timeline, go to New, and create a new solid layer. This is going to serve as our BG. Then fit to comp, and then hit OK. Right click on your timeline again, go to New, and create a new text layer. You can add your text. Make sure you align this to center. Feel free to use your own font. The name of this font is the Ring Bearer. You can just simply search Google to get it. Download is free. Expand your text layer. Go to Animate. Enable per character 3D. Go back to Animate and then add a rotation. I'm going to move my time indicator to 2 seconds forward in time and set a keyframe for the Y axis. I'll move my time indicator to 0 and change the value to 90. Now go to Animate again and add tracking. So I will still move my time indicator to 2 seconds forward in time and set a keyframe for the tracking amount. Move your time indicator back to 0 and set the value of the tracking amount to 70. If you scrub on your timeline, now you have this. Perfect. Pre-compose the text layer. Make sure you move all attributes to the new composition and name this title holder. Then you hit OK. Before we continue, let's take a message from our sponsor. Get ready to use professional and easy to use transition and presets, glitch animated background, logo reveal, text animations, different smooth transitions, trailer titles, and many more. You can get them individually or you can get them in a bundle. It is also available for After Effects and Premiere Pro. Check out the first link in the description. Now let's continue. Right click on your text layer, go to Layer Style and add a gradient overlay. Expand the gradient overlay option and then hit Edit Gradient. That will pop up this. Keep your eyes on the text and make changes like this. After you make changes to the gradient, then hit OK. This is not written on stone. Feel free to adjust it to where you want. I just want to give it a chromatic look. Right click on your layer again, go to Layer Style and select Satin. Expand the Satin option and make size 10. This is going to give it a shining edge that will make it look more like chrome. But we're going to add more layer style to this. So right click again on your text layer, go to Layer Style and add Outer Glow. Close the Satin option so that you can see the glow. Go to the Outer Glow option and change opacity to 25. Collapse all the options. On the title holder, collapse the layer transformation by checking the box right below the icon right here, the gear icon you can see. Then Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate this layer. Then we're going to turn off the layer styles by hitting the eye icon right here. You're going to have this. So let's add Vegas effect to this. We're going to make some changes to the Vegas effect. First, let's change the color to white. Then the blend mode will be over a transparency. Expand the image contours and change the channel to alpha. On the segments, make it 1. On the width, we are going to make it 1. Now move your time indicator to about 3 seconds forward in time and set a keyframe for the length, and also set a keyframe for rotation. Then move your time indicator back to 0 and set the length to 0, and then the rotation to 2. Hit U on your keyboard to reveal all your keyframes. Select your keyframes, hit F9 on your keyboard to easy ease. Select the last keyframe for the length, switch to your graph editor and make the curves like this. Switch back to your timeline. Select all your keyframes. I want you to offset it on the timeline to about 2 seconds. Right about this point is okay. Right click on your timeline, go to new and add a new camera. Also add a null object. I'm going to rename this to camera control. Then I'm going to make it the parent to the camera. Move your time indicator to about 5 seconds forward in time. Select the camera control, hit P on your keyboard to reveal the position property. Then set a keyframe and change the value for the Z axis to -500, that is -500. Move your time indicator back to 0 and change the Z value to 2700. Select your keyframes, hit F9 on your keyboard to easy ease. Select the keyframe right here, switch to graph editor and pull the speed graph like this. If you preview now, this is what you have. Perfect. We're going to activate the motion blur for the composition, and then also activate it on both layers. The title layer right here, so we're going to add the first motion blur instead. Select your BG layer, Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate it. We're going to add the lens flare effect to this. We change the lens type to the 105 mm. Then we're going to move it to the edge right here. So we're going to send the blend mode to screen and then hit T on your keyboard to reveal the opacity. I'm going to set the opacity to 50. Select the bottom BG layer and add a fill effect. Let's set the color to near black, not completely black, but something dark gray. Hit OK. If you have downloaded the project file, you will find some assets. Let's bring in the lens flicker footage. Drag and drop it into your timeline. That is going to import the lens flicker footage into your project. Move it directly above your BG layer. We're going to set the mode to screen. Right click on it, go to time and choose time stretch. Set the time stretch to 200 and then hit OK. Let's bring in the particle. Drag and drop it into your project and then also move it directly below the lens flare effect. Also set this mode to screen. Right click on it and also go to time, stretch the time to 200. All the assets I'm bringing in right now, I made it using the optical lens flare. If you have optical lens flare, you can just create this and then wiggle the opacity and you have this flicker going on. So I'm going to import one more asset. Drag and drop it into your composition. Also make the blend mode to screen. Move it directly above your text. We're going to make the layer a 3D layer. So let's toggle and then make it a 3D layer. So hit P on your keyboard to position it on the text. Also go to time and stretch it. Duplicate the lens flare layer change the scale to about 70 and then hit P on your keyboard to move the position to the upper side of the text. So let me change this to full resolution so that we'll see what we have done so far. Beautiful. So what we're going to do now is to select the top layer right here, right click on your timeline, go to new and create a new adjustment layer. Add a curve effect to the adjustment layer. Go to the channel right here and select the red. Pull the red down a bit. Then pull the blue channel up. Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate the curve effect. Collapse the first one so that you can see what you have. I'm going to reset this. Then create an S curve. If you preview now, this is what you have. Perfect. The beauty of this is that you can always go into the title composition and then make changes to the text. Select your text tool, then make changes and enter whatever text you want. Now, if you go back to the main comp, you will see that the text has updated right here. So that is the beauty of this, and the animation will still remain the same. So that is it, guys. This is how you can create a thrilling, amazing cinematic titles in Adobe After Effects. If you learned something new on this video, please hit the like button. That will enable the algorithm to suggest this to more people. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I'll reply to all questions as quick as I can. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can support me in any way. You can give me super thanks, subscribe to my membership, whatever way you want to support me with. Even if you share the video, that is also a huge support and it is highly appreciated. If you like the video, leaving a comment is all a support. So in whatever way you are able to support me, I highly appreciate you. So until I see you again on the next one, my name is SSB Otaru from MotionDigit Studios.